Hello, Highlander families. We now have our start date of Monday, March 1st for our students. So we wanted to give you some updates on our new processes on campus for our traditional remote students. This video is for parents and students. A day of learning on Thursday, February 25th for all students is being brought to them by Dr. Pruitt and Ms. Ford. The information from this video will be shared with your child on that day. Please message or call the office if your child is not able to participate in this day of learning. It will give them an overview of what to anticipate when they come to school. The day of learning will include a wonderful read aloud titled A Unique Start from 6 Feet Apart. So students feel welcomed back with our new safety measures. The learning will continue with the same content of this video, including a virtual assembly, the hybrid learning schedule overview, how to access campus, a safety video and information, grab and go meals, and then they'll have time to work on their grade level activities in Google Classroom for their class. So, what is hybrid learning? Here is our hybrid learning schedule. This helps us accommodate students in a socially distant manner. Students are working at school and at home. While at home, it is expected that they will work in their Google Classroom on assignments. We have two cohorts, so we can accommodate 50% of the class at one time. Cohort A will attend school beginning at 7:45. The gates will open at 7:40 so we can temperature screen at entry. Students will then proceed straight to their classroom. At 8 o'clock, instruction officially begins. Dismissal will occur at 10 o'clock. More information on that later. All pickups must be completed for cohort A by 10:15 a.m. They go home and begin to work independently in Google Classroom. Their school day ends at 2:15. At 10:15 after cohort A has been dismissed, sanitization and cleaning of classrooms will occur to prepare for cohort B. Cohort B begins their day engaging in Google Classroom at home before they come to school. It is recommended they begin working at 7:45 a.m. so they can complete independent work before coming to school. Gates will open at 11:40 for cohort B. Students will proceed to their classrooms. Instruction officially begins at 12 o'clock p.m. and dismissal begins at 2 o'clock p.m. All pickups for cohort B must be completed by 2:15. This schedule is in place for Monday through Thursday. On Fridays, students engage in remote learning with Zoom sessions and work in Google Classroom. So, for attendance, we know that working with this new schedule may be a challenge for some families. Please reach out to us with any difficulties you might have. The expectation is that students in the traditional remote instructional program attend in person once we start on Monday, March 1st. On Fridays, in order to be considered present, students must participate in their Zoom or Google Meets session and complete assignments or assessments in Google Classroom. Before coming to school, students should complete the following checklist. Ask yourself these questions. Did I complete a symptom screening at home before coming to school? What time do I arrive and get picked up? Do I have my face mask packed? Did I pack a water bottle? Do I have my Chromebook or device? Am I ready to learn and have a great day? Each evening, we're also going to ask you to check your district Chromebook. Have I restarted and updated my Chromebook this week? Is my Chromebook charged and ready to go? Do I have a good bedtime so I can get a great night's sleep to be ready for my day tomorrow? For our district devices, we do need your child to bring it to school each day fully charged, so we do not have shared devices. Our computer labs are closed at this time for that reason. It is very important that students bring them so we can continue supporting their learning of digital literacy when they are with us in person. If you are unsure how to restart or update the Chromebook, please check your recent Highlander happenings, which included instructions on how to do this. Now we have some new pickup procedures. When students arrive on campus, they must be wearing a face mask covering the entire mouth and nose that must follow the dress code policy. Students will be physically distancing from each other 6 feet apart at all times and avoid congregating. Students will have their temperature checked when they arrive on campus, and students will go directly to their classroom when they arrive. School campus will have designated drop off and pickup locations to support social distancing with 3 entry gates: one gate for K1, another gate for second through fourth grades, and a third gate for fifth and sixth. Only students and staff are allowed on campus at this time. Directional hallways and signage will be placed throughout the school campus that students will be taught to follow. And hand washing stations will be available for use, in addition to our restroom sinks. So now let's talk about our new drop off procedures. For students being dropped off from a vehicle, please enter our parking lot and proceed to our drop off area. Please do not pull into the smaller parking lot. This is reserved for buses, staff, and parents with permits only. You may be stopped by our crossing guard at our main crossway in the parking lot. Then proceed all the way forward until you reach the curve in the sidewalk or are behind the next car in line. This process is just like we had before school closures. Please be sure to exit carefully and safely out of our parking lot. For students walking to school or walking with an adult outside of a vehicle, please know that we have some new processes that we ask everyone to respect and follow. For students entering along Green River, stay on the sidewalk. Only students will be allowed beyond the coned area. This is to allow for social distancing as we do not have space to allow for congregating of adults. We will have staff on hand to assist with any student who needs it. Students will proceed to their appropriate entry gate. For students entering from Ridgeline along the school and Ridgeline Park border, they may be accompanied up until the sidewalk area past the rolling gates. Please do not park in our parking lot or across the parking lot for any reason. This is to keep our vehicle line moving and all people walking safe. We also ask that everyone respect staff members who are assisting families and providing directions. We understand that this is a new process, and we want to ensure that everyone gets where they need to go safely. Again, we will have staff on hand to accompany any of our smaller or new students. Once students are dropped off by vehicle or have arrived by walking, they are to proceed to their designated entry gate. Older siblings may accompany younger siblings before going to their own gate. Staff members will be on hand at every gate to assist young students. Kindergartners and first graders will enter at the kindergarten gate. Second, third, and fourth graders will enter through the main gates next to the office. Fifth and sixth graders will enter through the gate near the bike racks and the back of the multi use room. This process is to ensure we are socially distancing and able to temperature screen everyone in an efficient and safe manner. Gates are clearly marked for students, so be sure you find where your student should enter. We have new pickup expectations as well. Your child's teacher and the student must know how they're getting home by vehicle or by walking home or meeting an adult outside of a vehicle. We know there are many ways to come to campus. Please respond to your teacher's request for information on how they will be going home. There is no there is no waiting area for adults in front of school as there is not enough space to keep social distancing and prevent congregating. Outside the vehicle meetup will be located at Ridgeline Park. Only students being picked up by a vehicle will go to the front of the school, to the vehicle pickup area. In order to accommodate this, we have a new Driveline dismissal app. We must dismiss in a socially distant model. Every family has a family number, so all students in a household have the same number. We will use your family number to enter into our Driveline app to dismiss students from the classroom. This will help us keep them socially distant so they are not all waiting out in front in a big group. You will receive 2 rear view mirror hangers or placard per family. You will need to cut out the black portion to hang it from your vehicle's rear view mirror. Please have this displayed so we can easily see it in order to enter the number. This number is tied to your child's name and will display in their classroom that your vehicle has arrived and they can proceed to the vehicle pickup area. Now that a start date has been established, we will have a pickup time for these placards on Friday, February 26th, 8 to 11 a.m. and 2 to 3 p.m. You can also pick these up on the first day of school. If you need additional hangers for anyone else who picks up your child, please call the office and we will send the additional one home with your child. For vehicle pickup, when arriving, vehicles should proceed to the pickup zone with their family number clearly displayed from the rear view mirror. Please pull all the way forward. The first car in line should proceed to the marquee. Drivers must remain in their cars. Kindergarten and first grade students being picked up by a vehicle will be escorted by a teacher and will be standing socially distant. We still want families in K1 to have their car placard because on rainy days, they will dismiss from the class also. For now, until they learn the process, they will be escorted and supervised. Students in grades 2 through 6 will be released from their classroom as their family number indicates their ride has arrived. Staff members will be entering the number so their name will shine on their board in the classroom. Please wait in the vehicle pickup line for them to meet you. Pull forward as cards ahead of you leave. We ask that vehicles not skip places in the car line. You may pull out once your child is picked up and buckled. Please exit the parking lot safely. Walkers on or students meeting up with an adult outside of a vehicle will be leaving campus from the Ridgeline Park gate. There is no adult waiting area designated in front of our school. If you want to meet up with your child outside of a vehicle, please proceed to the designated area at Ridgeline Park. Students with permission to walk home will also exit from this gate and proceed on their own toward home or their destination. For our walkers and students meeting an adult outside of a vehicle, students will exit through the Ridgeline Park gate. All adults waiting should follow social distancing. We have chosen the park because it has the appropriate space to practice social distancing. Students in kindergarten and first grade will be escorted to parents or guardians. Grades 2 through 6 will be excused from their classroom if they have this indication from the parent or guardian with their teacher. Again, please make sure your child's teacher knows how they are exiting campus. Do they need to go to a vehicle or will they be walking or meeting an adult? Once students have been dismissed, they proceed to connect with the adult meeting them. To the parking lot, if that is the family plan, or to the crosswalk and proceed home or to a meetup area. If the shopping center across Ridgeline on Green River is the meetup area, students are to cross Ridgeline at the crosswalk and proceed to that area. Any student not picked up by a vehicle or remaining at the park at 10:15 for cohort A or 2:15 for cohort B will proceed to the office so we can contact a parent or guardian. We still follow our Harvey Way expectations of being responsible, respectful, safe, and kind in the drop off and pickup locations. Students are expected to arrive on time, ready to exit their vehicle. Walking to arrive on time is important as well. Students, please wait for your name to be displayed if you are waiting for a vehicle pickup. Once dismissed, please proceed safely to the vehicle pickup area. Walkers, be sure to utilize sidewalks and crosswalks and always walk when outside of the classroom. Follow directions and keep 6 feet apart from others when entering or exiting campus. Of course, be respectful, follow directions of supervisors and cross guards, and please be courteous to others. A voice level 2 is appropriate when outside the classroom. As you leave your classroom to the correct exit area, remember to exit out of the same gate you entered if you are going to the vehicle pickup area. Use a zero voice in the hallway and pay attention to the direction and doorways as you walk. Continue to keep 6 feet apart from others. And now for some of our new safety enhancements. Students will enter class physically distant, and they will have the option to use a safe sanitizing wipe to clean their personal area, throw the wipe away, and then wash or sanitize their hands. Each desk will have a shield and will be 6 feet apart. For the daily health screening, please stay home if you have significant congestion or runny nose, fatigue, muscle or body aches, a fever over 100.4, a headache, are nauseous or are vomiting or have diarrhea, have a sore throat. It's very important if you have a cough, difficulty breathing that is not due to asthma, or a new loss of taste or smell that you remain home. If any student is screened and has these symptoms once at school, they will be sent to the wellness waiting area and a parent will be called for the student to be picked up. This is why we ask that you screen your child before they come to school so you can keep them home in case they are sick. If a student has to quarantine, students and families will work directly with the school nurse regarding returning to school protocols. This tree is available on CNUSD Communications. And again, we will work with our nurse to determine the return to school. For cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting, we are working to keep our campus safe and clean. Common touch surfaces will be cleaned throughout the day, including countertops, desks, door handles, light switches, faucet handles, sinks, all other things that our students may touch regularly. Items will not be shared, so we do ask that students bring their own items in their backpacks. Classroom and other occupied spaces will be cleaned nightly. Inside the classroom, again, high touch surfaces will be disinfected by the custodial staff and cleaned between cohorts. It is required that face masks are worn at all times by staff and students. The only exception is while drinking water or if there is a medical exemption turned in to the school nurse. Teacher workspace will be 6 feet from students. The teacher may move around the classroom but cannot work with one student longer than 15 minutes. We do ask that you follow the Harvey Way when washing your hands, visiting the restroom, or a hand washing station. We want to keep water in the sink and paper towels in the trash. It's important to use quiet voices as other classes may be working. Please respect everyone's privacy in the restroom. Help keep it clean, wait your turn 6 feet apart, use the facilities appropriately, and then return to class. For safety, wash your hands with soap, keep the restroom clean, and any problems should be reported to an adult. For meals, students will have a grab and go meal delivered to their classroom at the end of their cohort day to take home. All students are provided these meals. We will also be having some school spirit days each day of the week. On Monday, we ask you to dress for success. Start your week off right and wear what makes you look and feel like a scholar. Tuesdays will be our 100-mile club shirt day. Typically, that was the day we would have our meetup at the park, so wear your 100-mile club shirt or workout gear to celebrate fitness and a healthy mind and body. Wednesday is college and career day. Wear your favorite college or university gear and have a growth mindset for your future. On Thursday, dress for success. The Harvey Way is to be responsible, and we are responsible how we show up each day prepared to learn. And on Friday is Proud of You Spirit Wear. On Fridays, we celebrate being a Highlander and wear our school colors or Proud of You Spirit Wear. Join us in wearing red, black, and white. Boys and girls, we want you to know you are amazing. You are brave and you are strong. This has been an incredible time in our history, and we are so proud of the work you have done at home. We cannot wait to see you on campus, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Don't forget to check into your Google Classroom for your day of learning brought to you by Dr. Pruitt, Ms. Ford, and our new counselor, Ms. T. Let's make it a fantastic day. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call our office.